Welcome to Northwest Fencing Center. My name is Coach Gregory. If you are watching this video, it's because you have never fenced before. We will introduce you to the Introductory to Fencing class. There are 4 classes in this program where you will learn about footwork, basic technique, how to execute attacks and defenses. I hope you have fun and welcome again to Northwest Fencing Center. What is fencing? The modern Olympic sport of fencing is a combat sport, the only one in which you are not allowed to have body contact. Fencing is a sport of open skills and opposition. It can be done individually or as a team. What is foil? Foil is one of the 3 fencing weapons. Foil is a thrusting weapon, meaning you must hit with the tip of the weapon. To score, you must hit on the valid target area, which is the torso. Foil is governed by the rules of right-of-way. Right-of-way we will discuss further in another video. This is the equipment you will be using at Northwest Fencing Center to learn the sport of fencing. Our first piece of equipment is the chest protector. To put it on, you're going to put your hands through the sides, put your head through the middle, pull gracefully on. Next, you're going to grab your jacket. Your jackets will go on like a straight jacket. You're going to put your right leg through the loop, put both arms through, and then you'll have somebody zip you up from behind, preferably a teammate. Next, you will grab your mask. This protects your face. That is why it's called a mask and not a helmet. Put it over your face. Next, you will find a glove. In fencing, we only use one glove. I am right-handed, so I'm going to put it on my right hand. This glove goes over the sleeve of the jacket. Once all of this is on, we can come to the foil. Here is our foil, and there you go. There are 5 safety rules you will need to participate in our classes. The first one is that the tip of the weapon must remain below your knees at all times while we are not fencing. The second one, whenever you put your mask on, you must put your foil down, and then you may put on your mask. Stand back up, and you're good to go. Our next safety rule, when 2 fencers are fencing on the fencing strip, you must walk all the way around the fencing strip by going onto the concrete, around to whatever strip you're going to go on. Once there, maybe in fencing, doing your lesson, or what other activities you may have. The next safety rule is when you want to fence somebody, you and your opponent must have all of their proper gear on to begin fencing. The proper gear is discussed in our equipment video. Our final safety rule, when fencing, you must immediately stop when the coach says halt. The basic stance in fencing is called the on-guard position. To do this, you're going to take your dominant arm, your dominant leg, you're going to put them in front, you're going to click your heels together, putting your non-dominant leg and non-dominant arm behind you. You're going to kick your front foot out, 1.5 foot, 1.5 of your feet. You're going to bend your knees straight down, bring your front arm forwards, pointing forwards, and your back arm up, nice and relaxed, and you are on guard. The first piece of footwork we are going to learn is the advance. Most of the footwork you will learn will be executed from the on-guard position, so the first step here is to get into your on-guard position. The advance is a forwards movement made towards your opponent, started with your front foot, then back foot. Back into your on-guard, one more time. Our next piece of footwork is the retreat. It is the inverse of the advance. Again, we're going to start in our nice on-guard position. It is meant to get away from the opponent. We start with the back foot, end with the front foot. One more time. Retreat. The next piece of footwork is the lunge. The lunge is an offensive movement started in your on-guard position by extending your arm towards your opponent's target, then kicking with your front leg and pushing off the back. Once in it, you will hold your front foot at 90 degrees over your foot. Your back leg will be straight. Both arms are extended. Eyes forwards. All right, the next piece of footwork is the recovery. We do this from the lunge. Once in the lunge, the goal of the recovery is to move back to your on-guard position. We do this by breaking our back leg and then pushing off the front leg. It should be done in one smooth motion. just like this. Our final piece of footwork for this level is the advanced lunge. Again, we are going to start in our en-garde position. The purpose of this piece of footwork is to cover more distance than the standard lunge. You're going to begin by extending your arm. Ready? When you execute your lunge, your weapon should be at eye level. Alright, in this lesson we're going to teach you how to hold the French grip foil. To do that, you're going to take your thumb and index finger, you're going to pinch them together at the top of the fencing weapon. You know the top of the fencing weapon at this club based off of the white paint on top. Then you're going to bring your fingers around, put the metal pommel on your wrist, point your tip towards your opponent, and get on guard. In this lesson we're going to learn about the fencing salute. The fencing salute is a sign of respect to our opponent. It is done at the beginning and end of every lesson, bout, and drill. To do it, we're going to put our heels together, just like an en-garde, but with our feet straight and heels together. Then we're going to point our tip forwards, bring it up, down to our chin, and then make a nice light swishing sound. What is the target in foil fencing? In foil fencing, the target is defined as the torso, the flanks, the back, and the groin. Okay, it's represented by this metal lame, and also by the electrical part of the bib. If you get hit on the target, it counts as a point for the person who hit you, or if you are hit off of the target area, it does not count as a point and merely stops the bout. Our next lesson is the simple attacks. In this class, we are going to teach two of them. The first is the straight attack. It is executed in one tempo by extending the arm towards the opponent to hit. It can also be done with an advance or a lunge. The next is the disengage. The disengage is a motion with the tip around the opponent's bell guard. We can do this again with an extension, an advance, or a lunge. For our next lesson, we are going to learn the hand positions. The two hand positions we teach in this class are position 6 and position 4. This position 6, where our thumb is up and our tip is pointed towards our opponent. The next one is position 4. We move our weapon across our body, turning the thumb somewhat, intended to block out the opponent on this side of our body. In this level of the class, we teach two ways to defend yourself. The first one being to use a distance to make your opponent fall short. We do this by retreating. The next way we can use to defend ourselves is the parry. The parry is a block of the blade, either from position 6 to position 4, called parry 4, or from position 4 to position 6, called parry 6. After taking a parry, we usually want to make a riposte. A riposte is the attack made after a parry. Right of way. Right of way is used in foil and saber to determine who gets the point if both fencers hit each other. To obtain right of way, you must attack first or defend last. If the person with right of way hits off target, the action is reset and no one gets a point.